bird feeders now. We look forward to feeding the birds and seeing them around. It helps us to look forward to the change in the weather. The next piece might be called Ode to the Birds, but instead it's called Tennessee Bird Walk.
Take Wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoggy smoking Rocky Top, don't pay telephone bills. The corn won't grow at all in Rocky Top, thirsty Rocky Top bars. And that's why all them folks in Rocky Top drink their corn from jars. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top. Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
As was just mentioned, this is my folks because basically I love them. It's called Take a Walk with Jehovah by me, Colleen. Take a walk with Jehovah. See what a pleasure it is. The sun beaming through tall forest trees. A small, innocent brook talking to the wind, babbling on and on. Experience the joy of walking with someone who is very loving and wise. To take a walk with Jehovah is refreshing and good. To talk to Jehovah is pleasurable also. He'll listen as you two walk together through the forest. During the mid-morning hours, birds sing, letting their voices seemingly echo like a beautiful doorbell chime, letting itself be heard within the house. No, Jehovah is not someone to be afraid of. Please, take a walk with Jehovah. As you two walk, encouraging words he shares with you, wisdom and understanding, he, the creator of the beauty that is around you, dispenses. You feel relaxed as you walk with God Almighty, comfortable, enjoying conversations on subject after subject. Please, take a walk with Jehovah. As you two continue on through the forest, many interesting things you learn, many animals you no doubt see, the knowledge that Jehovah shares about such things, you'll come to yearn. As the day slowly passes, you realize that you really enjoy Jehovah's company, that through the many conversations you've had, you have come to appreciate his wisdom and outstanding qualities that much more. You feel as though you're welcome, that it's as much of a joy for Jehovah to walk with you as it certainly is for you to walk with him. Please, take a walk with Jehovah. The wonderful beauties of the forest now capture your delight. The very maker of such things is nearby. His heart gladdened by the fact that you appreciate even the small things that he does for you. As a loving Father, asking no more from us than that we love and obey him, Jehovah certainly is one to walk with. Please, accept the invitation from God himself. Take a walk with Jehovah. Thank you.
Now here we come along, and most of us couldn't wait to leave high school. Had some of the worst times of our lives here dealing with some of the things we probably did. And here we also had some of the best times in our lives, and here we are back in high school again looking around. Are the seats more comfortable here for you than they were in high school? Do we fit them differently now than we did back then? Back in high school, everybody was so concerned about how their hair looked and everything. Now half of us are wondering about having our hair or what color it might be now or next week. Those sorts of odd changes that go on in our lives. We'll be going across after this next act to the cafeteria. This is our last act before the intermission. And we'll have a few announcements before we break for that. They should be ready backstage now, so I'll have them take the stage.
I certainly am glad to be with you this afternoon. I know that, as most of you know, our variety show has been going on for a number of years, and each year they've asked me to come on the variety show and play something. Well, that was difficult because basically the only thing I could play is the radio. But I was encouraged, so I took some time to practice something that I'd like to present here this afternoon. And basically it's being a ventriloquist. Now, if some of you don't know what a ventriloquist is, it's someone who has the ability to project their voice. So it appears as if it comes from some other person or object, and it can be done without the lips leaving the face. Now, one of the things that I found in practicing to be a ventriloquist, the thing that you really need is a puppet. A puppet that, you can really feel like you're part of, almost like your own flesh kind of a thing. And if you find the right puppet, then you can be very effective. So what I'd like to do is bring out my puppet, and we'll give you a demonstration. Set up here for. And let's see, we'll get our. Let's see. Just a second here. We've got to coordinate it. Okay. Ah, there we go. Well, this is my puppet, and I'd like to introduce my puppet to you this morning. Again, see how we can do. Well, why don't you introduce yourself to the folks out there?
No.
There's a lot of people out there. Let's introduce yourself. Go ahead.
No.
If you do not introduce yourself, I'm going to put you back in that trunk.
Meg.
So just Meg?
Magnificent Meg.
Oh. Okay, well, thanks for the introduction. So as I mentioned, part of it is just having this close bond so that you can relate with your puppet a little bit. So I'd like to demonstrate something very simple in the way of being a ventriloquist. And what we'd like to do is the ABC song. Now, most of you are familiar with that. So, you all set? Let's do our ABC song.
No.
As you can see, sometimes you have difficulty working with these puppets. Now, we're going to do the ABC song, okay? Let's go, Meg.
No.
You know, I am making you talk.
If you're making me talk, then why in the world are you arguing with yourself?
That's a good point. Now, are we going to do the ABC song?
Only if you blow up my balloon.
You don't understand what she's asking. You cannot blow up a balloon and project your voice. That's almost an impossibility. And anyway, I don't have a balloon, so we'll just do the song, okay?
Check your pocket.
I know what's in my pockets. I don't have a balloon. Let's do the song.
Check.
Meg, I know what I brought. I don't have a balloon.
What are you doing?
I'm straightening the balloon out.
You're hurting it.
I am not hurting the balloon. Now, if I blow up the balloon, will you do the song for me?
Okay.
Here goes.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
A little difficult, but we were able to get through it. Now, if you just hang on there, Meg, I'd like to talk to the audience for just a second here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I said I'll talk to the audience, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen.
I know how to keep this quiet.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That late. Now, as I was about to say, one of the first things... What's going on? One of the first things I'd like to tell you about... What? Goodyear. You mean Goodyear. Give me that.
You killed it.
As I was about to tell you that a lot of times you can get a different effect out of a puppet simply by changing their appearance. In some cases, it's a matter of just changing hats, so to speak. Let me illustrate.
What's up, Doc?
There you go. Gives you an idea. And maybe one more, just to get you in the mood.
I'm going to Disney World. Yuck.
Now what I'd like to do is put my friend Meg aside just for a moment and introduce you to another friend that I brought along. Well, brought my friend the turtle here to spend a few minutes. Could you introduce yourself to the folks?
My name is George.
Wow. George, what do you do for a living?
I work at the motor vehicles department.
Well, what do you do when you're not working?
In my spare time, I wax my car. I use people wax. When I get cold, I wear a people neck sweater.
Well, thank you very much, George, for being here with us. So you see, folks, it doesn't take an awful lot to get a ventriloquist.